Yeah, hi. Thanks for joining the call. Today we'll be talking more about the features that are available on CricketSocial. CricketSocial is a social media platform with anchoring tools for cricket, like league management, sharing your photographs, videos, team management, team communication, and collaboration. So this is like a one-stop solution for all your cricketing needs at the amateur and club level cricket. We all have played a lot of cricket back in our early, childhood days. And what happened to all our scores until, um, we get to some professional level where our scores are being captured. Other than that, none of our scores are available. So this platform is going to help you record. So the basic idea is never lose any of your cricketing moments. So first, let's talk about the sign up. You can sign up using the sign up form that's available on cricketsocial.com, or you can use your Facebook ID or Google account. You can also read through the terms of service and privacy policy before signing up. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sign up using my Facebook account and talk about each one of these sections. The first step is this is a search similar to any social media sites. You can search for anybody by typing, click on the names and then open up their profile. To know more about their score, you can click on the scores. I'm just using one temporary test account. So you need more, you can view more information about their role, what kind of a player are they batsman, bowler, which country are they from, what are all the teams that they are associated with, their statistics. You can also browse through, filter by year, and you can also open up their scorecard by clicking on the scorecard, where you can view the full scorecard. Achievement section, wherever they have won some man of the match and stuff like that, that can be displayed under this section. You can also find their email ID and phone number if they have in their profile. Check those options to be visible for a public user. So now I'm going to go back to my profile. So CricketSocial is useful. This could be a very good talent acquisition platform where you can actually scout for people or players across the globe. So now I'm going to enter edit my profile. Quickly, let me open my profile and show you. So these are the very basic information. Here is the place you define whether you want your phone number and email to be visible. And these are the different entities of CricketSocial. You can be a fan, player, umpire, coach, or a merchant. If you select one of these options as player, you will have to provide more information about whether you're a batsman, bowler, wicketkeeper, or all-rounder. Teams associated. This section will be automatically filled in based on your association with a roster of a team. Similarly, this section, cricket leagues associated, will be automatically filled in if you are part of a league. So this is how you fill in your information. On the right side, depending on the geolocation, there is a field called, if you allow, your location to be visible, then it will show all the matches that are currently going on around the place where you're logging in from. Similarly, the leagues around you. If you are traveling from Chennai to US or US to London, you will be able to look for teams. You don't have to Google and start looking out for teams. Similarly, buddies around you. These are the cricket buddies that are around the place where I'm logging in from. I'm logging in from Edison, New Jersey, so that's why you see some of these folks. Similarly, teams around you and merchants around you. Center section is for mainly collaboration. Typical social media platform. You can share photographs. You can connect with other players. You can like. It does nothing but like. You can share this with other buddies. You can provide some comment. On left side, you can also use this for, before I go into my events, let me talk about my fans. People can follow me. That is nothing but who are going to be my fans. I can also I can also follow anybody. My board is nothing but the teams that I'm part of. I might have created these teams. I am the owner of some of these teams. That is when it is going to show up under my teams, my boards. My buddies is a pretty straightforward thing. Your friends, just like your social media features that you're familiar with on LinkedIn and Facebook. Player compare. You can compare players. You might know two different players and you might want to compare. So let me try to compare some test account. Let's say Shane Watson. Even though I'm using some international players, it's mainly catering the needs of club and amateur cricket. And again, and then just do a comparison. It gives you a basic comparison of two different players, number of games played, 57 games, and this guy has played only 2 games. And here is the bowling figures. This is going to give you some idea about these two players. Cricket book. Let's say that somebody is having an exceptional season. They want to create a PDF version of their scorecards. They can create it and send it across to anybody. That's what Cricket book does. So now I'm going to go back. So now let's talk about the event. So I might be living in Edison, or I might be living in in a place where there might be other people. I just want to organize and create a practice. I'm going to click on my events. Let's talk about organizing events. I can add a new event and invite other people, all my friends, and they can provide their acceptance, whether they are available or not available. Similarly, if I am part of a league, part of a team which is affiliated to a league, all my match schedules will show up under this tab. So we have a game on this Sunday. View score, the match hasn't started. So once the game starts, this will become live score, and then you can click on it to view the live score. And in our team for this game, 3 people have accepted to be available. This is how the owners can manage. You don't have to browse through all your WhatsApp messages and try to consolidate everything. Instead of this, you can create events, whether it is for practice or for party or get together, anything. That's the advantage of event. This is at the individual level, right? So now I'm going to open up one of the league boards. Let me take CricketSocial. There is a team for which I am the owner. Since I am the owner of this league, it doesn't display any information here, but I can find out. Let me edit this board profile. So the board can be a team. This is a team page. Board can be a league. Board can be an academy. I'll show you by creating a new board. So let me create a new board. The board can be a team. Board can be a league. It can be a merchandise. We are planning to incorporate an e-commerce platform into this. It can be an administrative board. We want to differentiate a private league versus administrative leagues or state associations. And you can also be an academy. So let's say that if I select this as a league, this is how the league management comes in. You can have automatically the person who's creating will become the owner. There could be multiple co-owners. You can add anybody as co-owner who will have similar rights as the owner. Specific person for handling schedules and umpires and grounds. This determines whether the fans can post on your page or not. So now let me cancel and go back and show you how to manage your team page. So I'm going to open up one of so this is the team page. You can, by clicking on board info, you can provide more information about your team, about organization, who are all the directors, what is the history of your league or team, what are the rules and regulations, who are all the sponsors, awards, and FAQ. So now I'm going to go back to another test environment. I'll show you the board that I normally use, Vadapani Sports and Recreation Club. It is a league that I created. So let's assume that this is a league. You have the board info about organization, who are all the directors, what is the history of this league, here are the rules and regulations, who are all the sponsors. Again, this is test data. We're just using it to showcase awards and honors and FAQ. Which is nothing but a communication platform. You don't have to keep sending WhatsApp messages or anything. You can actually use this platform or text messages or emails. You can actually communicate, add, share photographs and announcements. Anything can be done through this medium. This will be visible by everyone in the league. Let me go back. So here is the place where all the sponsors will get displayed. Now on the right side, this is a league, right? This is a league. You have all the frequently used menus, all the entry-level menus, where you can create an umpire, create a ground, create a trophy. Here is the points table, schedule list, umpire list, half centuries, transfers, top batsman, top bowler, dispute management, top umpires. So let me click on the points table. So here is the points table. You can create n number of trophies. This section is the same as the one that you were seeing on the right side. From here, you can open up the team page. So let me open the team blue. Now you can click on the squad. Here is the team roster or squad. You can have multiple rosters. So if you're playing in multiple leagues, you can have multiple rosters. You can separately communicate in a private environment with these rosters. So if you look at it, this roster is affiliated to the Vadapani Sports and Recreation Club League. Here is the performance of this particular roster. You can filter it based on the tournament. Here is the bowling performance. You can share private information with the roster, with the players directly. Whatever you're sharing, it will be visible only to this roster, these players. Again, you can share photographs and stuff like that. You can announce your 11, discuss strategies, those kind of things in a secured manner. Now let me go back. Here you have top batsman. You just click on top batsman. It will display the top 10 players. Now, okay, let's click on the ground list. So what are the information that are available part of the ground? So we created a test. I'm showing you the test environment because I don't want to create anything in the live system. So let me click on the MA Chidambaram Stadium, which is a test ground that we created. Okay, I'll just show you in the read mode. gives you the geolocation of the ground. Here is the ground address. What kind of wicket is that? More description on the pitch. Average scores in the first innings and second innings. What is the temperature? Additional directions. Here is the ground statistics, highest totals. You can click on first top 3 scores. You can actually click on the scorecard to view the scorecard. Similarly, lowest totals, best batting figures, best bowling figures. Similarly, you can maintain the umpire list. You click on umpire list, which will give you information about the umpires. Then you can assign scorer to the schedule, assign umpire to the schedule. These are all available only to the league owner. Since I have access to that, I'm able to do that. Now let me go back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a this is the landing page of the league where you will see the stars of the week, recent matches, and upcoming matches depending on the schedule. You can click here to view the scorecard. The score actually comes from a mobile application, so people can use it in the ground, and this is how the scores are getting published. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a schedule and then assign myself as the scorer and umpire just for testing purpose. If you are part of the league, you don't have to create the schedule. The league will create the schedule. They will assign, assign an umpire. And for every team, unless you are designated as a scorer, if you use the mobile application, you will not see the game. So either you should be using the scorer ID, which will be provided by your league, or you should have scorer access to that particular game. So I'll show you how to create a schedule. Again, these are all available right now, but your league will take care of that. So I'm going to go to more and then schedule list. Create schedule. I'm just creating a game on 25th at 10. It's a league game. Again, this is something that the leagues will do. You may not have access to the league that you may be part of, but if you want to be a owner of a league, then you have access to do all that. So I'm just creating the tournament. I'm selecting the team blue versus team white. Ground is Roland Park here in New Jersey. I'm assigning myself as the umpire. App scorer, this is the mobile app scorer. Only this person will see this game when they log in from their mobile application. Portal scorer, the leagues can actually upload scores from the portal also. If there is no connectivity, if they don't want to use it, use the mobile application, they can always update the score once the game is completed. So I'm going to just click on this. While it's doing it, let me stop sharing and then I'll share my mobile application. Okay, so this is the mobile application. Since I am the scorer, I'm going to log in using my Facebook account again. So there are 3 sections here: upcoming games, in progress games, and completed games. So let me click on in progress. So these are the games that are currently going on. right? You can click on any one of these scores to view the score. Completed games are the games that just completed or recently completed. So you can actually purge this from your mobile. So now I'm going to go back to upcoming games, go to the bottom of the screen. So this is the game that I just created on 25th between Team Blue and Team White. The first step is to do a roster sync. You have to be connected on the internet to use this roster squad sync. So I'm clicking on squad sync. Select your playing 11. Selecting the Team White's playing 11. Click OK. So the umpire, whoever has been assigned as the umpire to this game, should approve this device. Then only the scores will be published online. So I'm going to, the umpire will, the moment you click on this, it will open up the login screen for the umpire to log in. Since I assign myself as the umpire, I'm going to log in using my ID. Okay, so the device is authorized for live scoring. I'm going to click on it. So I'm going to select the match type. Let it be a 2020, and then let's select a 5-over game, maybe. Select the toss details. Team Blue won the toss. Select it to bat, and overs restriction. Let's just keep 2 overs. Striker, non-striker, opening bowler. Select the keeper. Then you can also change the captain. For some reason, he's not playing. You can also end match. If it's a 4-feet or a walkover, if it's a 4-feet, you pick the right winner. Similarly, it can also be a walkover. Then start match. Okay, so now I'm going to stop sharing and share the website. So now you see this game. Instead of view score, this has changed to live score. You can click on this and view score. So now I'm going to go back to the mobile application and show you the actual scoring. Okay, coming back to the mobile scoring. This icon, this button will show you the scorecard. This button will allow you to switch batsmen like this. This button will allow you to change the bowler. This button will allow you to edit any balls or delete the previous ball. Delete the previous ball in that particular over. This edit will allow you to go back and edit any balls in the game, in that innings. For example, let's say that you are in your 10th over. You want to go back and change something in the first over. You can do that using this option. Wicket is straightforward, extras. This is for settings. This will show you whether you're online or not. Action is going to provide you a lot more action, which I'll cover in a minute. So now let's start scoring, okay? Let's say that there is a dot ball, 1 run. You see that the batsman has switched automatically. 2 runs, and let's say there is a wicket. I'm going to click on this wicket. All the wicket options are available. Let's say it's a caught. By default, it will select the wicket keeper, but you can change it to anybody, and then click OK. Then the next, select your next batsman. Six. Then 4, over completed. Then you need to select the next bowler. One run dot. Now I'll show you the delete ball. So let's say that there is a extras, white. It's a club level game, anything could happen, so actually they revoke it. You click on this button to delete it, delete lost ball, it's gone. And let's say there is 1 run, and then you want to delete this. Automatically the batsman also switch back, right? Those things are automatic. Now you can score. Now let's talk about actions. You can repair a batsman, switch batsman, change. Change batsman will just change the name of the player. Replace bowler, replace keeper. You can schedule a break, revise the equation. This doesn't have the DL calculation, but what you can do is you can download the app. A lot of apps are available on Google. You can download an app, and then once you know the revised equation, you can use this functionality to alter the revised score. You can reduce or increase overs, change the overs limitation, bowlers limitation, and this can also be used for revising the targets. Then you have match delay, add a note, especially this is very useful for club level cricket where you want to capture some notes for improvements. You can end over or end innings at any point of time. This is how you edit. So let's say that this delete ball is to delete the previous ball, but this edit, you can go back and edit anything. So they have already bowled 2 overs. So it displays 2 overs. I want to change this 4 to 3 runs, or this 2 runs to 1 run. So let me edit ball, click on edit ball. So this is the initial score, right? They scored 2 runs in that particular ball. Phasing was this batsman. You want those 2 runs to be given to the non-phasing batsman. You can do that by clicking on switch batsman. So this Karthik Shaker will get those 2 runs, and it will be deducted from this batsman. Okay. So we added 2 runs to Karthik and then reduced 2 runs to Amar Patsarvi. And similarly, the edit can be used for changing the wickets and stuff like that. Now I'm going to go back and finish this innings. So now the validation for maximum number of overs for a batsman kicks in, bowler kicks in. So I'm going to change the bowler. Okay. So now 5 overs are done. So it is finishing up the innings. So I'm going to click on end inning. Now the second player starts, right? So normally in club level cricket, how it works is the batting team, one of the players from the batting team will score using his device, which will be approved by the umpire. The second team can also use their own device. They can use their login credentials and then download the score, the latest score, from the web and then start scoring. But they have to make sure that that device is being authorized by the umpire. Otherwise, it won't send data to the server. So the easiest way is create one team ID for the scorer, maybe a scorer ID for each team. Just use it for the game. If possible, use the same device or use another device to avoid any issues with the battery and everything, right? So what I would suggest is the best, even though all these features are available, which we can discuss if anybody has any specific questions, but the easiest way is to create one user scorer ID for a game. Just use it between two teams. You can use multiple devices. So make sure that you log in. Then you don't have to get the authorization from the umpire every time. So now let's start the second inning. Select the striker, similarly the non-striker, opening bowler, then keeper, then starting innings. So now this is something that the application provides. The required run rate is required 68 runs to win of 30 balls. Partnership is 0. Everything else is pretty much the same. So let me try to score and then finish up this game. Then select the next bowler. End innings. So here is the result. You can also pick the man of the match. All the team players will be displayed, team blue and team white. You can select anyone. In match and upload. So now I'm going to go back to the portal. So the upcoming game has become one of the recent games. So you can click on view score to view the score from here. This pretty much completes our demo on CricketSocial.